Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren and welcome to Italy. I am so excited to be in Italy right now because in 4 days I am going on the spring 2022 semester at sea Voyage. If you want to follow along for that, please like, subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram because it'll be a lot faster to tell what I'm doing and where I am, which will be super duper fun. But right now I am in Italy. I've been in Rome for the past few days with my parents and we've been going to different sites, seeing different things, and it's been really, really fun. But the journey here was a little bit challenging, to say the least. It was quite exciting. We had a few delays. We lost a day in Rome. It was a whole thing, but we made it. And fingers crossed I pass all of my COVID tests so I can get on the boat in 4 days, which is very exciting. December 28th is when we had our flight to New York. For our flight to New York, it was around 4 o'clock and Michigan decided to snow. So that was fantastic. We got on the plane, then because of the snow, we had to deplane, which has never happened to me, and of course it happened now. Then shortly after, pretty much 5 minutes after we got off the plane, we were able to get back on. And we took off about an hour, almost 2 hours after our original departure time because we also had to de-ice. We made it to New York, but by the time we got to New York, we missed our flight to Rome. So we had to spend the night in New York, which honestly was very, very fun and I enjoyed it so much. We got a hotel. Once we got to the hotel, we dropped our bags off and we went to Times Square. We went to Rockefeller Center. It was a lot of really fun stuff and we saw some normal touristy sites in New York, which was very, very exciting. We got back to the room, slept, and then the next day we went to the vessel. This is a structure that I have always wanted to see forever. I love photography and videography, so I've seen this a ton in the photography world and I never knew exactly where it was or what it was, so I got to go there. We also did some shopping afterwards. Right behind the vessel is a mall, so we were able to go in there, and I went to Lululemon, a few of Lululemon. They also had a lot of designer stores. They had Athleta. They had this store called Aritzia, which I had never shopped in, and I went in there and I fell in love. I'm gonna love that store forever. That afternoon, actually, we went back to the airport after we checked in and we got all of my bags checked and all the travel things taken care of. Then we just hung out around the airport and boarded our flight. Thank gosh, we fly standby, so we didn't know if we were going to exactly get good seats. As long as we got seats, we would be happy, and so we were able to board right away, so it was absolutely amazing. Our flight over to Rome was about 8 hours, but I was very comfy. We had 2 meals on the plane on the flight over. I slept most of the time, so it was fine. As soon as I woke up the next morning, then it was pretty much time for breakfast on the plane. They served us breakfast, I brushed my teeth, got ready, and we landed really, really fast. So for me, the flight went by pretty quickly. It kind of just felt like a 2-hour flight since I slept for most of it, but that 8-hour flight was really nice. Once we landed, we got through customs, and I've never been through customs so easily. We got to Rome, our driver picked us up, brought us to our Airbnb, which is where I am now. This is our last night in our Airbnb. And then my mom and I just walked around the city a little bit. We walked around the area, we saw a church, which was very, very pretty. After that, we came back to the room, and then the 3 of us, me and my parents, we went to get some pizza for lunch at this one restaurant that we walked past, my mom and I, earlier in that day because the pizza looked delicious. After we ate, we decided we had just a little bit of time, so we wanted to do something really fun, and we were super close. We are super close to the Colosseum. We walked up to the Colosseum, and when you walk up to the Colosseum, you also walk past the Roman Forum, which was absolutely amazing seeing all of these old buildings still standing. So That was very, very cool and interesting. And that also caused us to stop a lot while walking. We stayed at the Coliseum until it was late so we could get some really cool photos. I got photos of the Coliseum during the day and at night, which I really enjoyed. Then we came back for the night and kind of relaxed. I was up really late and I slept in really late. Next day that we were here was our first full day. I slept in. My whole family, we slept in so late. So we lost the first half of our day, which was kind of upsetting, but it's okay. I mean, at the end of the trip, we got to see all the main touristy sites, which was awesome. We got to see what we wanted to see, but I do wish that we had a little bit more time here. So that's just a reason for me to come back later. On the second day, we went up. Our original plan was to go up to Vatican City and hang out around there and see all of those fun things. But because it was New Year's Eve, most of Vatican City was closed off. Luckily, we were able to get in to St. Peter's Square, and we were also able to walk in and see St. Peter's Cathedral, which was gorgeous. So we spent some time there. After that, we ended up walking over to the Pantheon. While we were walking to the Pantheon, we passed Point St. Angelo Castle. I did not know this. Everything is so close together, so it was really, really convenient. So we saw that castle. We didn't go in it. We just walked past. Then we made it to the Pantheon, which was amazing. We got some really cool photos there. After the Pantheon, we did some window shopping, went into a few stores, which was really nice. Then we went to the Pisa Navona. I definitely just butchered that, but it's okay. There was 2 fountains there in another building. I'll definitely put in photos and videos clearly and they won't do it justice. It was amazing. We got to see it at night, and then we walked past it during the day, so we got to see it kind of in both lights, which was very, very nice. That night, we also went out to get appetizers. They have a pre-meal before dinner. So my parents and I went there. We got something to drink. We got a charcuterie board, which was delicious. I'm not a big fan of charcuterie boards. Best charcuterie board I have ever had in my life. It was first class. Spectacular. Then after we ate there, we made our way back to the Airbnb where we kind of relaxed and unwinded for a little bit. We tried to figure out plans for what we were going to do New Year's Eve, going into New Year's Day, and we saw that they did fireworks, so we ended up leaving around 11:30ish to go back over to the Coliseum, and we found this really cool spot that overlooks the entire Roman Forum and the Coliseum in the back, and it was a perfect location, except it was extremely foggy the whole time, so you cannot see anything. So there is a plus side and a downside. Maybe I'll just have to come back and go back to that spot on another New Year's Eve. But we still got to see a few fireworks, which was really nice, and bring in the new year in a good way. And I mean, coming into the new year in Rome, who could ask for more? Okay, so on the first, woke up late, which was fine. Then our first thing we did after we got all situated and ready to go is we headed out. We were looking for some food since it was late in the day, and we got some pizza by the Pantheon on our way to Trevi Fountain. When we got to Trevi Fountain, it was packed, but it was gorgeous and beautiful and pretty, and I've never seen anything like it. I definitely want to read up more on that fountain and learn why it's there, what all the reasoning behind it, what's the statues telling the story, all of it. But the fountain was absolutely amazing. After the fountain, we walked over to the Spanish Steps, and it was just a ton of steps that led up to a church. It connected the town square to the church up on the hill, but we climbed up the steps, went to the top of the hill, had an amazing view over the city. It was gorgeous. After that, we kind of just walked around. It seemed that area seemed like the shopping district, I guess. There was a lot of designer stores and that sort of thing. After that, we got some gelato, which was the best gelato I've had in Rome. this whole time. It was delicious. I got salted caramel and mint. Not a good mix, but amazing separately. But after that, we came back to the apartment, relaxed. My mom and I went out for a walk. We saw the Mouth of Truth, Mouth of Truth, I believe it is, from the Roman Holiday movie, which was a great movie. I saw it before I came. And then we went to dinner at this restaurant that's right below us, and it was delicious. But this trip has been amazing. The next trip, I want to come back to Rome and Italy so many times. I want to see Venice. There's so many cities I want to see, and there's so many amazing key points, but I'm happy I got to see the things I did. And I'm so excited to go to Naples tomorrow, where I'm taking the train, and then I get on the boat in just a few days. So I probably won't film the whole Naples trip, but I will definitely film boarding the boat and meeting my roommate and unpacking. Hopefully, as long as I pass my COVID test, I can unpack and be good. But I guess I'll see you then. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram for all of this fun, crazy things. I hope you have a awesome, safe, healthy new year with your friends and family and loved ones. And I hope that you are all staying safe in this pandemic. And I hope that 2022 is a better year for all of us than 2021 or 2020. And I think that's it. I will see you in the next video, and I hope you have a healthy, happy, and safe new year with your friends and loved ones. Okay, bye.